And our last speaker of this introduction of the SAFE system is Veneta Vasileva. Dr. Veneta Vasileva is responsible for coordinating the road safety activities of ACEM and its members. She also acts as ACEM representative in a multitude of European and international bodies and institutions. She coordinated the preparation of the industry safety strategy, the Safe Ride to the Future 2.0, launched in 2020. Thank you, Veneta.
Good morning. I'm very happy to be able to present the industry safety strategy. But before that, I would like to give a very brief introduction to our association. ACEM is the European Association of Motorcycle Manufacturers based in Brussels. And we represent the interest of our members at European level. Our members are the leading manufacturers of mopeds, motorcycles, tricycles, and quadricycles. And we all also have 18 national associations in different European countries, including Spain, where ANESDOR is extremely active, and we could see the result of this wonderful organization that they made together with DGT. Okay, so this is our brief introduction. So safety is top priority for the motorcycle industry, and we are currently implementing our strategy launched in 2020 and endorsed by the European Commission. The statistics shows that there was a serious improvement in rider safety in the last decade, but obviously there is a lot of room for improvements, and the industry is strongly committed to safety. But what is important also to underline that it is so complex issue that the industry alone could not make a big difference. So we really need the support of the policymakers, the decision makers, users organizations, and the whole civil society in order to make a real difference. So these are the slides that the Commission wanted to share yesterday because of some technical problems. Claire Debray was not able to show them. Actually, what it shows is that in more than 50% of accidents involving PTW riders, these accidents are due to the collisions with cars and trucks in some cases. And all in-depth accident studies shows that the main causation factor for these accidents actually is the fault of the driver, who normally does not see the oncoming motorcycle, or he misjudges the speed of the motorcycle, which provokes the accident with some serious consequences. Of course, we have almost half of the accidents involving riders who are single accidents, so there is also a lot of room for improvements and to make riding safer. So our industry safety strategy, of course, is based on the safe system approach. Because of the specific nature and dynamics of PTWs, as for example the exposed position of the rider, the safe riding is an extremely complex ecosystem. There are so many important factors that are playing a role in creating this favorable environment for safer riding. So therefore, we consider that it is extremely important that we all work together. Just a very simple example, for example, a poor road surface could be a contributing factor for accidents involving different road users, obviously. But when it comes to PTW safety, it could be extremely risky and hazardous factor, which could lead very easily to using the balance of the vehicle and then having an accident with more or less serious or less serious consequences for the rider. So therefore, we consider that the safe system approach, all the components actually of this system approach should be taking into consideration the specific needs of the riders. And a serious progress could be made only if this approach with all the components is implemented at European, national, and local level, and only if all stakeholders work together. Otherwise, we could not really make a big difference and take the good and positive trend on the way to Vision 2050. So our industry strategy has three main pillars. Of course, technologies are at the core of our strategy. This is the core business of our members. I will not go into details because we have a specific session on technologies later on and connectivity. We have a fantastic exhibition of all features available on the market today. I could only mention that manufacturers are offering and introducing to the market more and more vehicles with more and more advanced safety features. But I would rather concentrate on the promotion of high-quality training, which is also crucial for rider safety, and then on the cooperation with stakeholders at national level. So in terms of training, we have the European Motorcycle Training Quality Label, which is a voluntary certification scheme open to all bodies, providing safety-orientating training in Europe. So the programs are awarded only if they meet a very strict set of stringent criteria covering the content of the training, the actual implementation, the coaching methods, the qualification of the trainers, and their constant improvement and many other factors. And the evaluation of the training programs is done by independent experts from the German Road Safety Council. And in order to guarantee the high quality of the training program, normally the label is valid for 4 years. Annual monitoring visits are paid by those experts to ensure that the high quality training is maintained during this period. And then we know that nowadays the training provided in different European countries, I'm always talking about post-license voluntary advanced safety training, is very heterogeneous. So through this initiative, we really hope to promote the high quality training in Europe, and we strive encouraging European riders to attend voluntary safety trainings on a regular basis, because safe and responsible behavior is a key to the rider safety. And even more, all label holders, they're ready and willing also to share their expertise and to provide help to countries with limited offers. Yes, you heard well, even though in Europe we are quite developed region, there are still some countries with very limited offer for safety training for riders. So the label holders are ready to help those countries to establish similar safety courses. And then the European Motorcycle Training Quality Label is an excellent example of how the joint efforts by the industry, NGOs, users' organizations could work together and deliver efficient and well-tailored safety measures. Some of the programs received also an institutional recognition at national and local level. For example, in some countries, the local communities have decided to pay a bigger percentage of the training fee, and thus making even the training more attractive to the riders, because these courses are also quite expensive. In other countries, we have the insurance companies who are working with the training bodies providing these certified courses, and they provide a very serious discount to riders who are attending those certified training courses. So these are good examples of how the institutional recognition already received at the European level could go to national and also a local level. And last but not least, for the European Motorcycle Training Quality Label, now we are trying to go one step further to bring it to one step higher. So all 36 certified programs, together with the academia, are aiming to develop a so-called level system concept. The idea is to try to cluster the cognitive and riding skills in a groups of increasing abilities which riders need to be able to have these skills in order to address the most frequent accident scenarios involving riders. Yes, I am almost there. So country-specific approach, what does it mean? We know that PTWs, it's a wide range of vehicles, including mopeds, motorcycles, tricycles, quadricycles, which are used for different purposes in different countries, tailored to satisfy citizens' needs, going from urban, peri-urban, rural individual mobility, small logistics in the cities, then to recreational activities like sport, tourism, leisure. But at the same time, the realities are so different in Europe, so we could not compare the leisure use of motorcycle in Sweden, for example, for a couple of months, to the everyday mobility patterns in Spain. So obviously there are some specificities that should be taken into account. And in addition, as Jenny mentioned, there is a great discrepancy between the member states in terms of safety rider performance, which is quite interesting as well, because we offer the same vehicles all over Europe. So therefore, we decided to work with the biggest motorcycle countries, going there, meeting the most important stakeholders, of course, mainly the decision makers and policy makers, and trying to figure out what are the most specific safety challenges in these countries, and of course try to identify efficient countermeasures. So we have been organizing a series of events, workshops, and safety conferences like we did a couple of years ago in Barcelona, for example, and it proves that this is really an efficient approach to work with national authorities and to try to find the most appropriate safety countermeasures. So just to finish, safe system approach is extremely important for rider safety. We would like to work with all stakeholders, and even if we have on the European roads all motorcycles, mopeds equipped with the most sophisticated advanced features, this would not make a big difference if all stakeholders do not work together, and if we do not implement the whole range of safe system components in all levels, European, national, regional, and local. So I invite you to read our strategy, to consult also the website of the quality label. And then, thank you very much, and let's work together to create favorable environments for the safe ride to the future. Thank you.